This is a Yamaha U3AS and made in about 1986-97, and generally well made piano, but the music stand on Yamahas is quite flimsy. It's one of the worst things that of this type of Yamaha, and you can see the music desk is sloping down an awful lot, and it's because these hinges have got bent. So this is a school piano, and it's quite common in schools for this kind of things to happen. In fact, they've got two Yamaha U3ASs, and they've both got the same problem. This is the worst one. See the angle on the music desk there, so it means the music tends to fall off. So here's a music book, and it just does stand on here, but it's a bit precarious, as you can see, and this part here is not really holding back. This is a West German Julius Fourick, and you can see that the music stand is more or less at right angles. If you have a look at it there, just slightly more than right angles. So we're going to try and copy that with the Yamaha, and now the music sits much more less precariously, as you can see. By the way, the music stand here is made of wood, whereas on the Yamaha it's plastic. So you can put book holders here. It's really difficult to fit them on the Yamaha. Plastic tends to break, and they're very thin. But on this you could put book holders, or you could use cat's clips. If you have a look at our website, you'll see what they are. They're movable, so you could adjust them according to where you wanted them to be. If you have thinner books or even single sheets, it's almost impossible to keep them on, and especially turning the pages like this would make them fall off. So this needs to be raised up to almost right angles. So I put my rubber wedge here for grand pianos through, just to see how far it would need to go up, and then obviously have a look at it on the side here and try and get the right measurement. And I've marked my rubber wedge here with two marks, one at the top and one at the bottom. So I thought I was going to have to sacrifice two rubber wedges, but fortunately this music secretary is kind enough to let me cut up some rubbers. So we've got a couple of rubbers here which I've used with these marks on to try to get them the right width and make them sloping very slightly. So I've trimmed off the rubbers and coloured them in with a felt tip, so place one under each hinge, and now it does lie just about the right angle, I think. So hopefully that'll last for a long time. Of course, these could be pulled off if by some pupil. It'd be ideal to change the hinge, but that's a lot more work in terms of organising getting the right size hinge, and could be quite a lot of time consuming things to do there. So we decided to do this. Hopefully that'll they won't get pulled off, and that'll solve the problem. So now the music lies much more happily, and you can turn the pages and they'll go back there. So that's much better, really. Again, you could get cat's clips on here. We've mentioned that before, and they're movable, so they would help to hold this as well. And then when you've got two or three sheets, you can turn them and it's not going to fall off.